It's the Gamer League. MTGO Show.
I should probably pick a card, Chieftain's good. I haven't had that much luck with primetime decks. I think primetime's like a great pack when pick one, but I think I'm gonna lean on something easy right now. My brain's a little drained, Got a few mediocre Goblin cards here. I'll take Bombardment. Yeah, right, Red? The fact that you have all these critters that just naturally have 1/1 counters. Hey, thanks, Mom Diggity Dan. Hey, thanks, Virtuoso. Did I play a post-board game without an opposing leyline? I don't think I did, KK Rosa. Yeah, after that first game, I felt silly for not bringing in the second one-drop Exiler Duder. Hey, Wiremite. Because I'd seen how Doom sideboards for that matchup the night previous, and then I just, like, forgot, I guess, that quad ley lines were coming in. But I like that idea of, like, shaving one Soul Cauldron. I still want it in the deck. Like, I still won a game with it post-board, you know? One or two, I don't know. Yeah, maybe there was one no leyline game. Or maybe I only blew it up. Or maybe I blew it up twice instead of just once. Krark's still in. Let's go technically a Goblin. Ooh. Bird's still going around. You're not convinced Leyline's good against Yogg anymore? I think it's good versus the Soul Cauldron list. I think it's good against my list. Leylines. Like, it forces me to get Haywire Might if I want Soul Cauldron to be a live card. Second Shieldred to the 75. Shieldred, like, shocked my opponent twice. I don't know why people are excited about Shieldred. 2 shocks. Red for you, just for you, Triflin. Thanks to 83 months. Workshop 66 months saying, ooh, the evil number. Close. Should we vial? Let's vial it up. Only 600 more months, exactly. So close. They were not streamed on my Twitch. They were streamed on Anzid MTG. And those happen every Wednesday, starting at 3 Central. Now they're going to break off into winners brackets and losers brackets. I usually don't like Mishra's Factory, but I might like it here. We're looking very red. And Yurag is also a great streamer, yeah. Especially if you like Legacy, Yeah. He does a lot of, like, blue-white control in Modern. Very much his style. Hey, thanks, Mikey. Technically a Goblin? No. If you draft Moto for the first time, will you be paired versus other beginners? You will not. You'll be thrown into the deep end. Playing into Shieldred was sweet. Oh, the Grist ult. Yeah, I didn't really think I had another way to win that game, so I was like, alright, throw my Ballista away, I don't know. Hope there's no life gain over there. Are all of today's competitors also streamers? I think Jess has a Twitch. I've never seen her stream, though. Yeah, she's mostly a writer. She writes for Tellurian College and Channel Fireball. She doesn't have a stream linked in her on her Twitter, so I assume not actually. Mostly a writer. She does have a Patreon. A lot of deck lists and sideboards and all that stuff. Which cube? This is the M30 cube. This is the last run of the M30 cube, right? The final week. The last time this cube was up, I did end Trophy Leader. I have to mention this. It's the one time I ended Trophy Leader ever. I have to. I'm the returning Trophy Leader champ. Yeah, and then Canister is definitely a streamer. Last Living Dahlia. Very well known. He's European, so he usually streams when I get done. And his music taste is even more eccentric than mine is. So Bolt's good with Krark. I think I just want the FDK, though. FDK is so good in this cube. Exactly, Wi-Fi. That's why Doom scooped one of those games, because I did have that situation. That's how I was going to pass the turn and kill him on upkeep, but I was like drawing a few cards first. And he just like scooped to the infinite. Not really infinite, but you know what I mean. Man. Oh shit, what up? Hey, where's the mill? Thanks to the sub. Thanks to 53 months. Where's the mill says, prime number, but not a prime sub. Speaking of, does chat know that you can sub to your favorite streaming? It's the favorite streamer with Twitch Prime for free? Well, since they're not on, you might as well sub to Caleb instead. Hey, thanks for the... thanks for the push there. Where's the mill? I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of subs from that. I am Jay Walla. I'm the guy from the Modern Super League. The fucking Goblin Cube. I don't only draft goblins. I kind of leaned into it with this draft because I wanted something that was going to be like fairly straightforward to play. After melting my brain with Yogg lines. No goblins. I passed like 0 goblins too in pack 1. The commentators were all over me for missing lethal. Oh yeah? When did I do that? Yeah, it's not lethal though, Big Titty Goth Girlfriend. That's just drawing a bunch of cards. I think me and the commentators have a different definition of lethal than other folks. Was there a One Ring down? I know I skipped on Yawgmoth once. It was lethal? Alright, fair enough. The turn before the One Ring, and then I had to like sit there and stare at the One Ring for a few turns. Or I might be thinking of a different game. I don't know. I'll have to rewatch the match. Do it on their upkeep. Hope they don't have an answer to the Yawgmoth. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Cock thinks the sub, thinks the 34 months. The last game of the last match. The last game of the last match, there was a leyline in play. There was never a Yogg lethal. Hey, sup, Muxus? So it must have been a different game. Game 1 of the last match. Okay, so I used... oh, that's right. Yeah, I used Grist to kill Karn there. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, it's looking like I'm going to be a little late on gobs, Really unfortunate for the Muxus deck. Really not ideal. Doubting chat, always. Very easily. Very easily pushing the doubting chat button. I thought I was looking for it. And there was, like, a time or two in there where I had lethal, but the opponent had One Ring going. Very easy to doubt. Damnation. The Damnation doesn't really do much, Red. Because the Young Wolf lives, right? Pretty comfy spot. Right, exactly. Yogg gets put in the cauldron. And then the Young Wolf has the Yogg ability. I like that Graving Karns a lot. I think I need to scrap for like every single goblin I see, though. I did. That was what that long tank was, Red. On the Damnation turn. I like tanked there for a bit. I was like, let's see, I could proliferate that. Proliferate some more. That's mostly what I was thinking about. Because otherwise there like wasn't much. Ooh, matron. Because Doom was at like 6 or 7 or something. The issue with proliferating the ring counters is like him just putting in another 1 ring, which he did. And just like getting free cards off of it, right? That deck plays a lot of life gain too. Shieldred and the March card. So overall, I think that's like kind of a last ditch thing. Is Cauldron over an air fryer? Oh wait, oh yeah, oh yeah. I think I'm gonna stop calling it an air fryer. You mean a convection oven that takes up too much space? Is that what you mean? Just refuse. Man, Festering Goblin is not the Goblin I wanted here. It's kind of cute with Woe Strider. I guess it's kind of cute with Goblin Bombardment too. Alright, I'll grab it. Man yells at Cloud, exactly. Jeepers. Snitching it up. Starfighter is kind of cool. It's not a hit for Muxus, but you can tutor for it with Matron. Like, it's kind of good with Quark. I guess I drafted here. Maybe I'll get the latest ringleader ever. Make the Nameless and Starfire look a lot better. Hey! This Krenko helps a lot. This Krenko helps so fucking much. With the Chieftain. Now the Muxus is starting to look kind of good. Yeah, so this is like technically enough playables. A few cards here I'd like to cut, obviously. Good with Wart. Oh, the Typhar and Nameless Inversion. Yeah, that's legit. Legit synergy. Hey, worst player here. I think it's the 18 months. Oh, she went up. Hey, Crystopper. I think it's the sub. I think it's the 4 months there. Hey, Shadow Skull Wheel. That's not bad. The Blade Historian's gonna be hard to cast too. I might be like naming human with Courtyard. Maybe Alpine Guide is better. Better than Blade Historian. I can Violet in though. I don't know, maybe that makes it a little better. I guess Alpine Guide with like 2 6-drops might be actually decent. I think Zoomer is not a Gobbo, right? No. Yeah, fuck that. It does create goblins. I don't know what that does for me. I think Geth is the worst card in the cube. By a lot. I think it's, like, offensively bad. Because it might, like, bait somebody into trying to make it work. That's the only time I've seen someone cast it, is when they, like... They didn't get to do anything sweet. It was just, like, a bad card in a bad deck. Allowed? I think you're allowed to call it whatever you want, champ. Courtyard doesn't have her Nameless Inversion, right? Yeah, creature spell, the chosen type. Yeah, fuck this. Kind of like questioning this Mishra's Factory again. Yeah, we don't need Mishra's Factory. We got a hammer to turn our lands into 3/3s. Only 16 lands. Oh, the smashing. Right. Okay, so this is actually 11 red sources. 11-7. Oh, I guess with Searing Blaze, that's fine. Yeah, and I want to like play Smashing. You know, I don't have to play it as a land. I have my second red. I want to cast it if I have enough lands. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, time. Our perceptions of time does change as we age, Yun. A way I heard it described to me is that, like, when you're 4 years old, a year is like 25% of your life. And then when you're like 50 or whatever, a year is 1/50th of your life. Nameless Inversion is a sick card. You're not wrong. One of my favorite things in the cube is the tribal cards, the Nameless Inversion, the Tarfire. Nameless Inversion, like, I mean, they both work with Wart that I have in my hand here, but the fact that it works with that Night Rebuyer starts with an H, the 1 black black 3/3. I've pulled that off a couple of times in this cube, and it's pretty fun. Pretty fun thing to be doing. Hakan, that's the one. You know what would have been kind of cool? Kind of cool, but not necessarily good, is if I gotten the Bombardment down the turn previous, and then I play a Swamp here, I could play the Alpine Guide, and then with the comes into play ability on the stack, sack it to the Bombardment to ping the Vampire token. So the Leaves the Battlefield trigger would resolve, but I wouldn't have a mountain in play to sacrifice, right, with Swamp, Swamp, Dragon Skull. And then the first ability would resolve, and I'd go get a mountain. I think it would be cool. Not necessarily good, but, you know, kind of cool. Chatham's resub message is, hello, Muxus. Yeah, right? Then we can get that one down. I'm just gonna pass. Yeah, when I started playing Magic, damage on the stack was a thing. There's certainly some cards that were a lot better. Secret Tribe Elder. I remember when I first developed Mono Blue Tron for Standard, it took me a little bit to realize that the Triskelions should be in the main deck. And that was kind of when I stopped working on it. When I was no longer, like, main decking Confiscates and stuff. Well, these sideboard trikes are just coming in literally every single match, Triskelion, yeah, what a heckin' good card, And now we have Ballista. Whew. Ravager Affinity and the modular creatures, yeah. Nice little game there. I wonder why my deck keeps on changing its sorting, huh? You think Moto hates me? No, Moto loves me. Look at these openers. No song title? I should have one. Give me a sec. Yeah, a whole ass album started playing. This is by Sithu A. Sithu space Aye. The album's called Set Course for Andromeda. Hey, thanks, X2X. All I wanted was to not look too foolish. And then I find out after the fact that I missed lethal. I'll get over it. I haven't done online commentary like that in a while either, where you're like working with a partner. Shaking a little bit of rust off there. Hey, J25, thanks for 37 months. Oh, nice, Roro. The canister Doomwink Winkers were great. That was an excellent fucking game of Magic. And then I disagreed with Jess. One of my, I think it was Riley, told me that you just, like, aren't supposed to do that as a commentator. When I said that I thought Doomwink was actually favored. Because Canister was at, like, 2 or something. That's the issue. Get a bunch of experts in the room. But the advantage bar, exactly. Yeah, can't make the other person look bad. Which I wasn't trying to do. It's complicated board state, right? Obviously, I respect Jess. She fucking trounced my ass. Hey, Black Mana. I feel like I don't do anything here. I think I just pass. I think my 1/1s are better than my opponent's. Yeah, properly fish. It's supposed to be so like it's like an improv Wombat Man. I don't know if you know anything about improv, but if you just like hardline disagree with somebody, it like stops the momentum. Whereas if you're like yes and, so somebody else in the chat just I think X2X was saying that like the way of phrasing it, instead of being like I disagree, I think so and so is favored, saying like the other side of that is like this is also something to consider. So you just like don't phrase it as a argument that like stops conversation. You want the conversation to be going forward, so it can develop alongside the game and such. It's not about like not disagreeing with your commentary partner in spirit. It's about not disagreeing them like rhetorically, right? I think this is fine. Just say that's wrong in the most upbeat way possible. Just nope. Wow. How fucking nimble. Alright, fine. Fine! Optics, yeah, optics matter with casting for sure. You feel like that wasn't worth it? Because they had to sack their Lotus Petal or whatever. Well, they also need to hit land drops, right? So there's a chance that they wanted to cycle Nimble Obstructionist anyway. I can't just sit there, like, not hitting land drops for forever. Cool, Pokimoki. That's awesome to hear. Wait, what? I will choose the top of my library. We can prowl it. Let's see. I like me some Genty Prog, but they can be too much. It can be too much of a good thing. What's M30Q? A few cards from throughout every set in Magic's history. So it's a lower powered cube. A lot of really nice fixing. There's some tribal elements. Arrows, Kenixai, come on. I've been asked that question so many times. It's always arrows. I guess. I'm actually going to regret putting FDK on top of my library. Yeah, right, Unipenesis. There's also, like, Spectral Bears, right? And that was, like, the one other one. That Bears had fucking sick-ass art. Look at this art. That card's so cool. Oh, it's Pat Morrissey. I don't know, one day. I have a few of her artist proofs. She did some gorgeous paintings for me. Really nice work. I don't know. So they could be at 6 going down to 5 here. Didn't really want to play that Sting Scourger, but I also did not want to, like, do nothing, right? Oh, nice. This might be the worst Muxus. Just the literal worst. Yeah, so I didn't want to sack Sting Scourger and Banneret to kill a bear token, because I thought Banneret by itself might trade with a bear token. Like, I could pump it and grow the Matron, that sort of thing. You feel like all of chat's high on marijuana cigarettes? What? My chat? My chat? My good Christian chat? Not a terrible time to hit there, Bless me? Yeah, Hill Satan. I mean, the other one, right? Christian. If you think about it, Satanism is like a sect of Christianity, right? Because you're digging into like the same mythology. You're using the same characters. Yeah, the same lore, exactly. Point 2 in the Bible where it says Christians can't smoke marijuana cigarettes. Yeah, right? It kind of says the opposite, right? There's that line about, like, using the fruits of the land or what have you. Darth Vader fans in Star Wars. Yeah. Screaming Demon. Getting deep. So we just need to resolve this Muxus and hit anything at all. We're good? Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Rampage Wildcard, thanks for 58 months. Where is Poo stored? I don't know if Poo is stored anywhere. It's just like a slow travel. It's just like a straight tube. You eat it in your mouth and it just fucking goes straight down. There's no need to store Poo. It just comes out. It's stored in the colon. Only partially, right? Semicolon. Your body is just an amusement park for food. Yeah, right? Going through, trashing the place up. Yeah, Twitch chat straddles that line a lot, Bunny. Twitch chat kind of like lives on that line, I think. Poo is stored in mason jars. See, I thought that was pee. What can't you store in a mason jar? Jeebus. I'm actually level 1. Thanks for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Type 1 aficionados. We're jamming some M30 Cube here. A lot of nice old boomer cards in here. For anyone that's following me that's not following, I'm actually level 1 yet. 100% should. Oh, is this hitting Gumball Bombardment? Our Tire Fire is gone. I might just have to let Bombardment die. Rough for them to go from, like, functionally 2 life to more than that. No, they're hitting Swamp. All right. All right, we'll see how that plays out for them. Yeah, I'm actually level 1. Puts out some very high-quality vintage content. If you're interested in seeing some Black Lotuses and Time Walks and such fly around, he is the stream to be following. Also a great follow on Twitter and the YouTubes and all that. All that good stuff. And also some very low quality vintage content. Yeah, it can't all be high quality. They can't all be bangers. I think I heard Chapin say that a very long time ago. They can't all be good ones. When you're putting out, like, constant content and stuff. For a while, Chapin's schedule was, like, actually ridiculous. Because he was doing commentary for the SCGs on the weekends, right? And so he'd, like, fly there. And then, like, during his breaks for the SCG, he was, like, just, like, pounding out articles. Because his due date was Monday. He had, like, the most difficult time slot for articles and stuff. Kind of thinking about what I should be doing here. The Goblin Banneret could trade with the 6/6, right? I think I should be double pinging, though, right? I feel like that's right. What if I eat 6? What if I just ping once? That's kind of okay, too. If they're all good, are any of them good? Yeah, right? Caleb casually roping. I'm 4 minutes ahead on clock. Oh my god. I'm very unhappy about this. Yeah, they have a cycler for the Muxus trigger. This is gonna blink the slime. Yeah, joking is not allowed here in Nordic Rest. So, I'll see you after class. Got my eye on you. Yeah, I feel like the naturally drawn Krenko is my only out back in here. Yeah, we knew Obstructionist was happening again. Because remember the Obstructionist got rebought by... Where is it? The 6-mana sorcery, they rebought all those cards? I don't see it in their exiled zone. Well, it's somewhere. It got played. Seasons past exiles? Yeah, this is the fucking exile zone. It goes on the bottom of the library. Okay. So it could be cast again here. I no longer thought a top deck Krenko was going to do anything. Kind of a close game for the amount of time they sat at, like, functionally 2 life or whatever. I kind of want to play this Arclight Phoenix. Some stupid flyer. Maybe better than Woe Strider. Let's do that. Oh, right, I should be fucking running this ad while we're in sideboarding anyway. So it doesn't overlap in gameplay. Yeah, yeah. Jeez, Pinfuldor. That's a fucking coup. Yeah, I didn't know Prophet of Kruvix was banned. I wonder if there's anything to investing in, like, borderline EDH cards that got banned. Just in case. How many goblins in this deck? Not enough. Not fucking enough. Way more for Wart than for Muxus, and Matron, because we have Tarfire and Nameless Inversion for those two. But the Muxus count is pretty low. There's some good hits for Muxus. Krenko, Wart, and Chieftain are all pretty great. But yeah, barely a Goblin deck. Primetime? Yeah, Primetime's been reprinted a lot. How bad is this opener? Yeah, right, Bunny? Those are the two that I was kind of thinking about. Hey, sup, Doom? Apparently, commentary got on my ass for missing lethal one turn. The turn that I killed your Karn. Yeah, GG's earlier. I think your match against Canister was my favorite match. Your game 2, very like top deck heavy back and forth. That was flippin' sweet. How dare I not know all the possible lines with Cauldron? But I knew that line in Doom'nstein. I was like looking for it in a different game. I just got tunnel focused a little bit. They also got on my ass for missing chat lethal the next game. Oh, really? With the 1 ring down? Well, that makes me feel better then. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Young Wolf with a 1/1 counter on it and a Blist under Cauldron is pretty fucked up. I was kind of hoping this banner would get a few hits in. Well, maybe I can draw a non-land. Nope. Alright. Might not be mine to win. Not sure you're supposed to sequence that. Yeah. I think you have to, like, not kill Grist ever and force me to, like, down tick to kill my own Grist if I want it underneath Cauldron. It's fucked up, though. Once there's a Ballista underneath Cauldron, you just, like, can't actually kill a Young Wolf. This is, like, no longer a thing that you can do. It's a 2/3. Hell yeah. Y'all think this resolves? Oh. Do we serve? I think we do. Everything that's, like, not a chieftain. Maybe I'm not supposed to. Because letting them trade off a little bit makes the next turn's Cranko worse. Yeah, I think I'm just supposed to pass here. Oh, well. Hey, Welder and Arc, thanks for the 33 months there. Getting close to that 3-year mark. Hope I'm doing well. I am doing well. Thanks, Welder. Potential Liliana down tick better. Yeah. I'm glad that hand fucking panned out. All I needed to do was top deck both of my cards that did anything. I mean, we have a bit of that going on, though, right? There's, like, Matron and Muxus and stuff. No opponent's not playing a fast deck. I almost want to play, like, God Pharaohs. Get Thawing Glaciers in here and just... No, I don't think we have infinite time. They do have a little bit of the LD element, though. Maybe Thawing Glaciers is fine. There's no way it's fine. See, every turn you activate Thawing Glaciers, you get an extra land, and then you can sack it to the Hammer and Perforos. So the Thawing Glaciers is damage, really. Nah, my opponent DC'd. Yeah, right, Dragonlord Freya. I've been tricked by this song before. I, like, instinctively go to, like, turn it down if I've been blasting tunes. Oh, yeah, Bunny? I can see cutting Glaciers. It's not my first pick to cut. That would be the 1 black creature that Night of Souls Betrayal just you. One-sided Night of Souls Betrayal in the wrong direction. Yeah, Geth, that's the one. And it's like from a more recent set too, so there's gotta be something. Gotta be something else. Is there a place to watch VODs for the league? There is, just aboard Fox. You can go check it out at yeah, King Size there. You can watch the VODs there. They're also getting uploaded to YouTube, but there's a little bit of lag. There's a little bit of delay there. I think it's taking them like a week to get up on YouTube. You think Searing Blaze is expensive for the effect? Yeah, interesting. This is not a bad curve, huh? Matron for an... I don't think I matron for a 2-drop next turn. I think I want this matron to go get Chieftain or something, huh? Can't believe y'all just let Kenixide get away with that. So we have 9 damage this next turn if we matron for Chieftain. It's only 7 damage if I just play the Phoenix. It's only 4 damage if I get Krenko and play Krenko. If I just play Krenko, I'm pretty sure Meteor Golem just clears it. What about just double pumping Banneret? It's 9 damage, put him to 5. I kind of don't hate that. You're all busy doing dumbbell curls. Valid. I make the same amount of money if people sub during September, Endo Jackson. It is pretty good for me. Definitely the best time to sub. Well, I get the same flat amount per sub, bro. So more percentage-wise. But the literal same amount of money per the sub. Hey, Brennetree, thanks for the sub. Thanks for sharing that Prime. So if you do those, like, sub X amount of time in advance or whatever, it's very similar to, like, Twitch is almost like losing money on it. I think I have to get Krenko. And then we can violate the Krenko at the end of turn. We could bounce Horny Queen. And that is a legal line. I think that's wildly off Pinfeldorf. Hey, Endo Jackson thinks the Subaruski. What percentage of my income is from YouTube versus Twitch? So this last month is the first month that I've made much of anything from YouTube with like the new editor and putting stuff up and actually monetizing the videos and stuff. So historically, YouTube is like round down to 0%. And this last month, it's probably just like still very low. Like in the 1% range. Right, Ballardonk, yeah. I think it got harder to get at a certain point, but it used to be pretty loose back in the day. So there's people who like probably don't even stream anymore that have the 70% deal. YouTube pays much less than people think. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think you need to be getting up into like the 30, 40K views per bit video before it starts looking like a real source of income. So I don't actually want to chip at Garrick. Like if this Krark hits this Garrick, it flips and starts making black creatures, which can then block Ward pretty well. I can serve Snitch. Oh, Krark should have served Face. Oh, that's a better attack. Yeah, big endorsements and stuff. But the metric I gave like applies to endorsements too. I've had I've had esports teams and stuff be like, if you just pump up those numbers a bit, we can start getting you deals. I'm like, cool, thanks. Thanks for the heads up. I'll get right to work rededicating myself to a completely different site. Sounds great. I won! Yeah, it's possible Kirk should have served here. And they block with a single 1/1, and I get to like eat another thing, another squirrel. Hell yeah, Smurfykins. That's what I'm happy about too. Well, that seems like an answer to some squirrels, huh? Liliana, the secret goblin. This fucking Hornet Queen. Always dogging me. You would gobble Liliana? There's... I hate to say this. But there's no way Liliana smells good. No way. All of her friends are like rotting corpses. You see Liliana and you're like, oh man, so attractive. If you met Liliana in person, you would probably like be opening the windows and ending this Tinder date a little early. A little earlier than expected. Is there even bathing in the MTG universe? Oh, there's gotta be bathing in general. The hair always looks too good for them to like never wash it. Maybe the hair just works differently. Maybe they don't need to bathe because they're always just perfect hair. Y'all want to know a gross secret? There are days. I don't care what your response was. I'm going to tell you anyway. There were days when I should really take a shower and I'm gross. And I don't. I just like wash my hair so it doesn't look greasy. And then I go live as a stinky boy. Those days happen. And y'all don't even know. You don't even know. Because you're not actually in the same room as me. Well, not most of you. Scandal, yeah, right? That's like the weekend for you. It's like I'm in a permanent weekend. No, I try and shave at least I try and bathe at least once a week, whether I need it or not. Wow, we just cleared through that fucking bird, or that, those bees, huh? Please shower before CubeCon. Only because you said please. God, I'm looking forward to CubeCon. That's just next month. It's a month away. Wow, big titty. Jeez. I have been called out. I have been fucking called out. CubeCon. Oh, she went up. Hey, Kid Excited, thanks for getting a sub to Big Titty Goth Girlfriend. You pay a fee to enter and just play the cubes they have. So there's two there's two ways to go about it. So the basic last year, that was sort of how they had it. There's like flights. There's like flights for CubeCon. Each of the main days, there's 3 different flights. And there's an app that you sign up, and you kind of rank choice vote the cubes that you want to play in. And then the app tries to put you in your most wanted cube, while also taking into consideration like how many times you've gotten to play it and that sort of thing. And then if you do well enough in those flights, like if you trophy a couple times or something, then you could play off in the top 64, and potentially win the whole thing, which is what I did, because that's why I'm the CubeCon champion. I'm not bragging. I'm just answering your question. That's how it goes. And I had to win back-to-back drafts on that last day. 8 pods in different cubes. The winners of those 8 pods playing off. Kind of like how they had the top 64 vintage cube drafts on Moto recently. Similar setup. I kind of just want to get Muxus, just so that I know it's coming. I should probably get Krenko. I'm going to play Krenko, and it's just going to get Garrick and make me so sad. Anyway, but this year at CubeCon, they sold out of main event slots. And I think it's because they're going to have like a finite number of judges to watch drafts, right? They want to make sure that the judges aren't overworked. They want to make sure there's like enough eyes on all the cubes and everything. And then they only want to have to like support have X number of people with like their cubes there and stuff. So the number of people for the quote unquote main event for those 18 rounds. 18 rounds is a lot of rounds, right? That's more than you get at like a Grand Prix or something. 18 guaranteed rounds. So yeah, there's a lot of people there for that. That's already capped at like 400 something. But there's people there with cubes that are not part of the main event. People are just there with their casual cubes. And that's obviously proxy friendly, right? Like whoever wants to bring a cube can do so. Last year on Sunday, when the top 64 thing was happening, like if you ever go to a Grand Prix or whatever, when the top 8's drafting, it's like fucking empty because everybody left to go home. At CubeCon, there's still just like 3 tables full of people cubing and having a blast. That's really what it's about. So I think even if you can't get into the main event anymore, I think CubeCon might be worth. Like, I think there'll be enough, like, side drafts and stuff. Do they do Rochester drafting at CubeCon? I think you'd have to organize it separately. Rochester is very time intensive. $18 rounds is nuts. Yeah, I didn't even play all of them last time. I literally, like, played 2 drafts, was like, okay, nap time. Time for me to go to bed. And then I went home, because I live, like, 15 minutes from CubeCon. I went home and got to take a nap, and it was glorious. And then I just ran the same thing back the next day. So I only played 6 rounds per day, and had a great time. What cube am I most looking forward to? When I was looking over the cubes, I had a bunch of answers to that, but like right now my brain's not quite there. If you'll forgive me. Nice. Start off with a nice little trophy, huh? I